So I'm out in the shop trying to make a video, and all of a sudden this happens. All the power goes out, which is why I made this video instead. The main 200 amp breaker outside bit the dust. To fix this problem, I'm going to remove this temporary power pole that I put up 17 years ago. Some temporary that was. And install a weatherhead, the meter box, and the main panel to the back wall of my shop. Before I can get started, I have to dig out a spot to work. A man was giving away free lumber from a porch that he had tore down, and my daddy brought home 3 truckloads of wood. A lot of it's good and a lot of it's bad, but it's all treated lumber. You know, I understand having a few boards laying around just in case, but I think this is a little bit over the top. After adding a little Teflon tape to help secure that no water gets in, I get the box connector as tight as I can by hand, and then just one full turn with a pipe wrench. Now, I learned years ago that anytime I'm putting something together that has more than one screw or bolt, I hand start all of them first. Then I go back and tighten them. They line up a lot better this way. The shameful thing is this screwdriver I'm using is the best one I have laying around the house. I got this one for free at Harbor Freight with one of those coupons. I have about 4 of these laying around. And I bet I ain't the only one. I'm sure all of y'all have some laying around the house too. Good. Use a wrench to press the wires down, and it also helps to make tight bends to get them into place. Working with these 4/0 cables is tough. I leave about 3 foot of slack hanging out the top. A friend I work with made this drill bit by welding a piece of 1/4-inch rod to it. But I need a long drill bit so it can go through the soffit and the roof at the same time so I can line my holes up. I start second guessing myself and my measurement. I can't get this wrong, it has to be right. I made this little contraption to give me something to tie off to when I'm up on a roof. With the bungee cord in place, it can't slide off the backside. This is the first time I've used it. It seems to work pretty well. I use roofing screws here. The rubber washers will help ensure that there is no water leaks. I do not go sparing with the silicone here. After I put in all my screws, I even put more silicone around the edges. Okay. Okay, I have to switch gears here for a little while. You know you can't just work on a project without some kind of honey-do list you need to work on. My wife wanted me to get the rest of the ice and water out of the deep freeze so she could finish cleaning it. Once again, y'all don't laugh. You know you do it too. Warm up my hands just a little bit and then get back to work. This 1-inch drill bit is in such bad shape. I'm not even sure which end to use. I would sharpen it, but I don't have any power to use my grinder. I'm sure I'll come up with something. With everything put back together, I still have to wait a few days for the power company to hook up the wires on the new weatherhead. I have pulled poles from the ground like this before, but for some reason I'm having a hard time today. The board I'm using keeps falling over, and it's also digging into the dirt. Alright, third time's a charm. I tied a guide rope to the pole so it wouldn't fall into the building. And in that giant area it had to fall in, it landed on my toolbox, out of all the places. Luck was just not with me that afternoon. I used that box to put my chains and straps in so they don't get all tangled up with everything else. I've had that box for Years. Moment of truth. Success. Now, maybe I can get back to the video I was making to start with. Thank you all for watching here at the house.